What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I've been having, one of the best trading weeks in a long time. Doing really well in everything: day trading, swing trading, and I just wanted to step into the war zone here and give you guys some education. So thanks again for joining me. Why don't you go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from tonight, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw you guys up on the screen, and then we're gonna be breaking it down. What I'm showing you right now is the SPY swing trading log that I have, and I'm going to walk you guys through this week. So this week we had Marvel, Twitter, Square, Uber, and eBay. I'm going to walk you guys through all the trades that I took with those swing trades, the options, and the stocks. Okay, so let's just go to the Twitter right here, and let's try to get some people over here, man. I know it's been hard these days to get people to come out, but we'll try our best. Live now. Come for what? What? Options, education, baby. All right. Maybe that will inspire some people to come. So here we go. So we have boom. Monique made some good money on SPY today thanks to teachings of you, brother Rich. Thank you very much, Monique. I appreciate that very much. Awesome Ashley from Singapore, welcome. Mikhail from Sweden, welcome. Marcelo from Houston, welcome. Jahan from Albany, welcome. Sharneen, welcome back from Birmingham. What else? O'Hare International Airport, Jalisco, welcome back, brother. And who else do we have in the room today? Kyle from Vancouver, thank you for being here. Cap Cobra from Maryland, and let's do one more. Ramy Swar from Oklahoma. All right, welcome, guys. Welcome. I've been thinking about a few things lately, just trying to reflect on what are my goals. I've been doing really well in trading, but one of my goals and my passions is to make sure that I give everyone education, because growing up, I went through times in my life where education saved my life, and it's important to me to always be there to educate and give back to the community, even if I'm making millions or if I'm not making anything at all. So that's why I'm trying to do these live streams for you guys, because I know at least somebody I'll be able to help them along their journey. Okay. All right. So I want to mix it up a little bit. I want to start off first with the swing trades, and then we're going to go into the day trades, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay. So first of all, this is where we started this week. So we had Marvel, Twitter, Square, Uber, and eBay on the radar. So let's start off with the first three. And why don't you guys just hit me with a 1 if you're all good, if you're feeling good tonight. Hit me with a 1 if you made money. Hit me with a 2 if you lost money today. Let's see. I think the market has been really, really clean this week. So most of you should be walking away with money, unless you're shorting or doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing. But let's see. Boom. That was fast. Got my brother here, Buck, with the 10. Thanks for everything, brother. Thank you for the donations, sir. I appreciate that. Boom, boom, boom. I see a mixture. I see a lot of ones. Okay, so I'm happy. So first of all, I'm going to start off with Marvel. Okay, I guess it's not Marvel, it's Marvel. So this stock, I've been trading for a long time. As you can see, you see these orders over here. I've actually been trading this one since June of 2021. So this was my first entry back in the day on this one. So actually, let's just see. If I go to my results here, we should be able to see. Let me find it. So I like to trade the names that I'm here. So June. So this is the one that I took, guys. This was just disgusting. 7.5 times winner. So anytime I have a good interaction with a stock, and if I trade it and I realize that it's working according to my style, I always put it back on my watch list and I'll come hit it again. Okay. After I finish my swing, I'll come hit it again. So that's exactly what happened this week. So we had the Holy Grail. So this is the Trading Wars Holy Grail pattern. The Holy Grail pattern, guys, is an outside bar followed by an inside bar. So what does that mean? Essentially, it means that we trapped a lot of traders in this pattern. We broke to the downside and we broke to the upside. So we have a trap and then we have an inside bar. Okay. So the inside bar just means pause. And then from there, I look for my entry. So what I did here, guys, is I actually just took this trigger entry right here. So I took a trigger, keeping it very simple. So my entry was right here, 66.18. Okay. And my stop, I believe, was lower than this. My stop was, I have to look back at the daily chart, but my stop was somewhere around there. So my entry was 66.18, stop 64.17, and we're able to hit today. Let me just go back to the alerts and just make sure I get it right. So we hit 1x on our Marvel swing. So what does that mean? Well, that means I hit 1 to 1. See, you can see it right here. I hit 1 to 1. So what does 1 to 1 mean? 1 to 1 means, so you can see right here in the risk. So if I'm risking $350, 1 to 1 means that I hit $350 in profit. Okay. But I got to adjust this. This should say 500. I don't know why that says 350. On my swing trades, I always take a minimum of $500 risk, minimum, because my account size is enough that I could do such that, right? So there we go. So 1 to 1. So now what I do from this swing trade right here, once I get to 1 to 1, I take off at least half of my position, and now I'm going to move my stop loss to break even like this. So now for the rest of the position, guys, I have a risk-free trade. If Marvel or whatever it's called, if it wants to keep running, I'm going to be in it, right? So that's how you do proper trade management. And even if it comes back down and stops me out, at least I made some money. All right. I see a brother here. I've increased my account from 150 to 4,400 thanks to you by combining your strategy and 2 indicators. I also created blah, blah, blah. That's great, brother. That's great. That's great. P.S. Thanks for all you do. I'm 8 for 8 when I play your place. Awesome. All right. So that is probably the most basic way of trading a swing trade. We go to the weekly chart, we find the patterns we want, and we just take the trigger. So hit me with the 3 if you guys understand that trade, if it made sense. It's very simple, a trigger. Okay? So that's like phase 1 of my trading style. We just taking the breaks. And take the break above, take the break below. In this particular situation, I only wanted to take Marvel break to the upside because, again, I was looking for that push into new all-time highs. Okay. So next, so Twitter, again, so Twitter was the big boy this week. We hit 2 times our money. So I'll just go back in here. Winner on Twitter 2 times. We took the October 29.65 calls, and I was able to get those from 289 to 487. So pretty decent run. I'm very happy with that. And Twitter was the same exact thing, but this time it was just an inside bar on the weekly. Okay. So this was just an inside bar on the weekly, and I did the same thing. I took a trigger here. So I took a trigger entry right here, 63.72, stop 61.93, and we got to 2 times my money. So you see right here, you see this line right here, when it says 2, okay, that means I made $1,000. So I made double of whatever I risked. So in this case, I took 2 things. I took shares. So I bought 279 shares. Okay, I took those shares. I made 1,000 on those, and then I also put 500. I think I bought 3 contracts. I think I bought 3 contracts of Twitter. No. I bought 2 contracts of Twitter. So I put about $850 there. And then I'm looking at the wrong one. So here, let me just check my broker right now, guys. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. 1 second. Let me see how much of Twitter I have. I'm still holding the calls, by the way. I have some cushion. Okay, here we go. So Twitter, I bought 2 of the calls. Okay, and I got in at $2.89. So essentially, that's about $600 of risk. So, and I was able to take those up to 487, which is good. So same thing, guys, just very simple with trigger. The only difference between a day trade and a swing trade for me is really just what time frame you're on. Because if you're on a weekly chart, all these candles are going to take 1 week. They're going to take 1 week, right? So if they're going to take 1 week, then you know that you're going to have to be sitting in it, right? And I don't know if you guys have been following along, but we also got in Twitter back here on the daily chart using this inside bar, this Nirvana setup. So I added here and then I added there again, and I'm getting paid pretty well. So I'm very happy with those. Been really good. So hit me with a 6. Hit me with a 6 if you guys understand that one. So again, This is just the trigger, nothing fancy. The next one I'm gonna show you guys is square, which I did get a little bit fancy. I used the drill down method from my book. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do drill down. Okay. So, all right. So before we go to the drill down, let me just remind you guys, here's my book. What I'm about to show you comes from my book. It's called the drill down method. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that. So first thing, we go to square. All right. So we had this weekly inside bar on square right here. So that was my first point of basically that's when it came on the radar. So now I'm going to go down to the daily chart and show you what happened. So square, this is the beginning of the week. The first bar of the week was an outside bar. So I started off there on the weekly and I said, okay, I'm interested in this play on square. Now I'm going to go down to the daily and I got this outside bar set up. So this is what I call drill down, time frame hacking. So instead of going on the weekly, I just came on this daily inside bar instead. And then you can see today, okay, we went up there and we hit partial targets. Nothing like too spectacular, but we still were able to have some green, and we're still in the position right here, and we're above break even. So we'll see how it goes. I have the protective stop down here. The options went from 416 to 505, so pretty good for a day trade. And then now I'm gonna hold on and see where we go. But that's what I call drill down. Okay. So just hit me with a 7 if you understand what I mean when I say drill down. And then obviously we're gonna let the rest of this week play out to see how it goes. So hit me with a 7 if you guys are good with that one. And then Uber is my only order left on the week that's still open. So Uber is still open, and I'm just giving you guys this one for free right here. I'm just gonna give you guys this one for free for joining me today. I appreciate you guys. So Uber, I'm drilling down. So I started off with this weekly inside bar on Uber. Now we're forming a double inside bar. So I went to the daily chart here, and I'm trying to get in this very, very tight entry right here. So entry is going to be 47.60. And the stop is 46.83. All right. So I've adjusted to play for this bar, and we'll see how it goes. I have the options loaded on conditional orders as well as shares. So that I drilled down there for Uber. And then the last one was eBay. So eBay, I did the same thing. So we started off with the weekly. We had that inside bar, this holy grail. I went to the daily and I took this little doji, and that hit partial targets today. Okay. Nothing nothing too crazy. The options went from $1.31 to $1.40 on the trigger. So pretty decent, pretty consistent. I'll take it, pretty good. Like Twitter was the home run. And then last week we had AMD, which went from $2.16 to $10, still holding that. So pretty good with the swings. That's how you can do swings, guys. If you're very busy at work, you can just analyze the charts every night, or you can hang out with me and I can show you my analysis, and you guys can, use those for ideas, right? But yeah, so for my swings, essentially what I do is I start off with the weeklies, right? And from the weekly, I either drill down or I take the trigger. When I'm drilling down, I'm looking for specific patterns, especially I'm looking for traps, and then I try to take advantage of those traps. And then I have option contracts and shares. Always do both for me. You don't have to do both, but I like having a balance because the shares don't have expiry, right? And then I normally get 1 to 2 weeks out. If it's early in the week, I can get Friday expiry. If it's later in the week, I'll get next Friday expiry. All right, so I try to keep it really simple there. So hit me with a 9 if you guys understand what I'm saying. Hit me with a 9 if you guys understand. And for anyone interested, guys, this right here is the stock trading room. So the stock day and swing room is $50 a month. By all means, you don't have to join anything, but I'm just going to show you guys because there's a lot of scammers that are actually trying to get people to sign up for stuff. That's not me. This is me. This is tradingwars.com is me. Everything else is a scam. So I have to address that. Okay. All you have to do is hit that subscribe, fill out the form, and I'll get you in. Otherwise, no problem. Just keep watching these videos and keep working your way through. All right. Now let's go on to the day trades. And then just for anyone that's asking, this is how the alerts come through. Okay. For the swings, like when we get filled, blah, blah, blah. And then I also have a private Twitter where I go through the same thing. Next, let's go on to the day trades. All right. So I'm starting off here on SPY. So as you guys know, we have the SPY VIP room. So let me just break it down how it went today. So I'm going to go in here to the SPY setups. So just going right off the bat here, this is all the walkthrough that I do here with my mods. So right off the bat, we took this inside bar right here. This one was a loser. So we start off the day with a loser. It's kind of tough, but it was the same thing yesterday. You start off with a loser. So we took this one short and we actually got reversed on right away. That was fine. The triggers never triggered because the triggers were down here. So we gapped above the trigger. So we just move on. Then from there, guys, we got this beautiful inside bar right here. This was the next play we took. This one was just beautiful. So that one was a great inside bar. Took us into the close. Check this out. Boom. Beautiful. And then this Holy Grail came. So this Holy Grail setup was another beautiful one. Did not take this bar because we were already in this one. But this Holy Grail, for anybody that missed it, this was the last valid opportunity. I don't really like trading into the lunchtime because you never know what can happen. You never know if the volume dies up. So SPY, pretty straightforward. Not trying to complicate anything. Every day I look for triggers, I look for fibs, and I look for diffractals. I did make one mistake today on SPY, which I did not have the Fibonacci ready to go. But if I take the Fibonacci on the gap right here, we could see that we tagged the 50 perfectly. So that is usually where I have some orders waiting, but I was unfortunately not able to catch that. But it's okay. Still walked away green. I'll take that. So hit me with a 5 if you're okay with SPY, and then let's move on. All right, so that's SPY. So now what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to go to the trade plans from yesterday. And here are the trade plans for the 4 option picks. We had PLTR, DraftKings, Moderna, CSX, and then we had Fubo as a bonus pick. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start. So DraftKings. Okay, so go to the 5. So this white line right here, this one right here, guys, this is the entry. So that's the entry. And then this one right here is the target. So a lot of people were apparently, like, a lot of people did well. And then some people that are new, I'm guessing, didn't understand like how the fibs work and how to take profits and all that. So I'm just going to draw the previous day's range like this, guys. And then we're going to see how this trade works. Okay. So remember what I said. Once we get in on the trigger, the Fibonacci's are going to be the targets on the way up. And you could see right here, as soon as we came to the 272, guys, do you see this big push? This is an algorithm, right? So just taking the entries to the targets that I had here, guys, in the room. Look, I had it right here. DraftKings entry right here. And then the target was 49.90. So we could have got out way before that. So anybody that's, not locking in profits and moving their stop loss up, that's just a part of the game. Okay. So you need to make sure that you're doing it the right way, or you can take the reversal also, right? Here's a reversal on the 272. You had that inverted hammer, beautiful drop down. So pretty decent on DraftKings. Like, the trigger worked. And sometimes, guys, you got to take base hits. You can't always be, at least lock something in and move the stop loss up. Don't let this winner end up being here because of your greed. Okay? Don't let that winner become this because of your greed. All right? So hit me with a 4 if you're okay with DraftKings. Let's move on. So PLTR was the big boy. It gapped. See this alert right here? This is my trigger. Okay. So I'm going to delete it now because it didn't get filled. It came very close though. Look, it came very close to filling the trigger. That would have been amazing, but it didn't. So instead, we had the first 5-minute bar opening range breakout. So when we're gapping up above the trigger, guys, that is a trap because we have shorts that were shorting here, 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 here. So now we're gapping up above that, right? What do you think? there's going to be some trap short. So we can take a chance on the opening range breakout. That was a huge winner. And then guess what? You don't want that one, guys? Take this inside bar. You don't want that one? Take this inside bar. You don't want that one? Take this inside bar, guys. That's my style. You guys know. Look, let's go over here. Here are the alerts coming through to help you guys out with your trade. See? All the inside bars. Boom, boom, boom. Triggers, inside bars. Clean. Okay? I love PLTR was a good one, but you have to remember, today is the third day that the market's gapping up. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. If it's the third day that the overall market is gapping up, should you be more conservative about taking profits, or should you be more lenient? Or should you be more aggressive? Are you gonna take profits right away on pushes, or are you gonna let them come back on you? Hit me with a 1 if you think the third day of a gap up you should be conservative. Hit me with a 2 if you think the third day on a gap up you're gonna be more aggressive. What do you guys think? So that's why I'm trading SPY. SPY helps me to understand the market. Look at this gap. We had this gap up here. This one, we had a big push and then another gap up. So at some point, there's going to be profit taking. At some point. And it doesn't have to happen, but you just have to know that in your back of your head. You know what? Let's take 50% off and then let's see what happens. And remember, I told you guys, what did I tell you guys about trailing stops? Does anybody remember? What did I tell you guys about trailing stops? So comment about trailing stops. I want to see who was paying attention on Sunday. Let's get the pen and the pad out. Get the pen and the pad out. Okay? Get the pen and the pad out right now. We're going to go through this. What did I teach you guys about trailing stops on Sunday? So I'm going to let you guys answer and I'm going to come back. All right? So Moderna, right off the bat, guys, what did we have? We had this first 5-minute bar. The opening range did not break. Okay? It did not break out. Instead, we got an inside bar, guys. And this is a beautiful fractal trade, right? So we got this beautiful fractal trade right here. Beautiful short down. The trigger was a failure. It came back to the trigger right here. The trigger was right around here. We filled the trigger and then we came back and we started crashing. So that's fine. This is not always going to work, but you have chances. You have to take good probability trades. Manage your risk. Okay? So when I spoke about the trailing stops, I said this. You can trail on the big bars. So this is a big bar right there. So let's say you get in this trade on the opening range breakout. You can trail right there. That's a big bar. And then another big bar is here. All right. So that's the minimum. So you at least have to walk away with this much profit, at least. Okay. The other thing I said is you can use the fractal inside bars as also guidance. So when we get up here, guys, perfect to move your stop up there. All right. It's not always going to work, but you want something that's mechanical so you have a process that you can repeat every single time. Okay. So you guys understand that? Hit me with a 6 if you understand that about the trailing stop method. All right. And then the last one is CVX. So CVX was a bonus pick, and CVX had another. This was a failure on the trigger. So we opened, we tagged the trigger, we failed. That's okay. And then after that, guys, we had some beautiful fib action. That's pretty much it. So if I take this Fibonacci, this is the morning leg that I talk about from my Fibonacci book. If we take the morning leg from high to low, right there, let me pull this over so we can see that beautiful 618 rejection. Look at this. 618 rejection right there. I've got to fix this. Why does it say 619? It should be 618. I'm just going to fix that. So we had that beautiful 618 rejection right there. And we also had an inside bar there as another confirmation. So just look at how beautiful this inside bar and this 618 confluence worked all day long. So here you go. Here's your line in the sand right there. 618. Boom, boom. You can see every time we come back up here, reject, 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 outside bar, reject, boom. And then now, just for added beauty of the Fibonacci, look exactly where we covered. You see this? This is a pure algorithm trade. You can watch it, you can read it and understand. Look, First push down, pull to the 618. We traded to the 50% extension. Algos completely load off of the position. And then the buying algo stepped in right there, pushed it back up into the close. That's why I'm trying to show you guys, make sure you have the fibs on your chart to help guide your targets. Always, 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 always. And if you take some losers, it's fine, guys. Make sure that the losers are small. Make sure they're not crippling your account, and just keep practicing, keep getting better. Keep getting better, guys. It's a work in progress. And that's why I like having some swing trades on as well, because I can capitalize. Like when the market gapped up today on SPY, you see this gap up here on SPY, I was already up on the position. I was already up on my swings. So I always love having a mixture of swing trades and day trades because I get the best of both worlds. All right. All right. So there we go, guys. The only thing else that I want to say is please do not get scammed by a lot of fraudsters. I'm no longer live on Telegram or Instagram. I'm no longer live on those platforms because of the fact that there's been too many scams. And the only place that you can get my books or you can sign up for my room is tradingwars.com. Do not get scammed. Please, guys, I'm begging you. So many people are DMing me and showing me things. I'm not on Telegram. I'm not on Instagram anymore because I can't manage all of this stuff and the scammers. It's taking a toll on me mentally. I can't do it. So I'm just going to stick to my Twitter, my YouTube, and tradingwars.com. Okay? That's all. There we go, guys. All right. So for anyone that's swing trading, I would not recommend that you join the swing trade room until closer to Friday, because on Friday, I'm going to post 5 to 10 new swing picks. So it doesn't make sense. If you're a swing trader and you want to join the swing room, it does not make sense for you to join now because there's only one order in Uber and I've already given it to you for free. So I don't want you to waste your time. Okay? But if you want to come for the day trades, that's different. All right. Otherwise than that, guys, I don't want to go too much longer. I know some people don't like the long streams, so I'm not going to go past 30 minutes. All right. But my purpose, sometimes I have to sit down and think about my purpose. And I really want to just keep educating, helping people, whether you trade with me or not, whether you use my indicators or not, whatever. I just want to have a positive impact on this world and I want to have a legacy. So thank you very much for your time. And I appreciate you guys. Unfortunately, we did not get past the 200 mark, which is okay. I'm just going to keep grinding and hustling every single day. And eventually this truth will get to the right people. And let me just shout out my brother right here, Clark. Your teachings are making me money. I killed Spy and Marvel with the 5. Clark, thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great night. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow.